Hey, so I have I don't know who's all here. It doesn't show me unless you guys comment. So I see I wish you happiness. Hey, you were here yesterday. Obviously we're live now. I got dog hair all over me. Can you hear me okay? Let me know in the chat if it all sounds proper. I have a water and I have coffee. Awesome. That sounds great. I was literally so busy. Hi Luca. I was so busy this morning. I had to get up at 7 a.m. and which I don't get up early. I'm an afternoon person. But I had to get up. Oh, I hope the lighting's better too. I probably could expand it more, but I set up some lights. People said it was dark yesterday. So I set up some lights. Ignore the bad handwriting on the back. I just put this so people know about my code if they want to pick up the pen. It looks pretty awful. I know. I literally got home. So at 7 a.m., I got up to go do this thing that I had to get done. Got it done. I drove home at just as fast as I could. Got here and I just I filled this out really quick and just kind of set up. My wife just left. She went to go to another city to go do some things. So she's running errands. I have the house to myself and my dogs. Maybe they'll make an appearance at some point. But Pen goes live in 9 minutes. It's pretty exciting. I just wanted to get in here and see what people were saying, see what people were thinking. I do have confirmation. Endless Pens is going to do 5% off of retail. So they're going to do an additional a 5% for the launch. It's the first 2 weeks. They're going to maybe first week. I don't want to be incorrect on that. But they're doing 5%, and then they're going to do and then my code gets you an additional 10%. So you can save like effectively 15% if you buy it. I want to say it's the first week. And then I also get 10% off of that sale because I'll get commission with my discount code. But no pressure for anyone to get it. It's just if you obviously want it. But here, let me lower my chair. I feel like I'm a little high to the camera. How's that? Maybe that's better. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. Let's see here. Martha just received my pen today. It's absolutely stunning. You all need to buy this pen. Well, thank you for telling people that. I actually had a comment. I was going to read it out. Someone commented on my last live stream and they said it was just really, really nice. And I want to just call them out. Let me pull it up for you guys so you can see what it was. It is. Let's see what they said. So someone commented because I was asked about doing a collab with Fig Boot, and I said I would. I guess I don't truly remember everything I said, but apparently I said I wasn't big enough. I think I remember saying something like, "I'd love to do it, but I don't know if I'm big enough or they want to do it or what have you." And their comment was just crazy nice. I'm gonna read it all. It's pretty long, but this person's name is Monster. I don't know if Attic, maybe. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. But anyways, their comment was, "Hi, I'm still pretty new to fountain pens at a collector level, but the teaser on Endless Pens sucked me in, and I'm looking forward to buying your pen today. I'm commenting in reference to the idea that you aren't big enough to collab with Fig Boot, someone I just had to Google. That's my point. They're acting like Fig Boot's really big. Let's not pretend. They may not know that, but Fig Boot's huge. I believe his actual name is Dave too, just for the record. And then she said, I've not heard of him before. I'm a small creator too, only 100 subscribers on YouTube, but around 15K ish combined on other platforms, which is really good. My other platforms do nothing. I really just focus on YouTube myself. And they said, despite that, I'm considered an influencer with small sponsorships, travel to plant shows, etc. Most people will never ever put themselves out there on social media, and this niche isn't about personality, it's about pens. And it seems like you created a nice one. You're plenty good enough for a collab. Good luck with your launch today. I wanted to call that out. I thought that was like really, really nice, and they didn't have to say all that. So shout out to, I'm gonna say Monster Addict. Sorry if that's incorrect, but it was really nice. So one thing I wanted to show you guys, I thought is kind of cool. So I have, obviously this is the pen coming out. Maybe it does look decently better when it's bright. I actually have one of the old samples here. I thought I'd grab it. I can't find where I put some of the other samples, but I do have this one. So I was going to show you, hey, look, there you are. Thank you. Really, really nice comment. So here's the normal pen. This is the one coming out. And here's the older sample. I mean, just right out the gate, the colorway, obviously super, super different. I really pushed to get those like darker auburn colors turned into this like hot pink, much, much brighter pen. I think it just looks, I mean, I'm biased here because I wanted it, but what do you guys think? Is it better as the bright color? I know I'm not crazy. I think the bright, bright pinks look much, much better. I'll wait for your responses. And then while I'm waiting on that, I'll show you a few other things. So the finial we changed. They both look good. Thank you. The finial, let's see if I can get this lined up. It's smaller on the official release. We shrunk the dimensions quite a bit. You can't totally see it here, but I promise you in person, you can tell how much more slim the pink is. Well, thank you. The higher contrast looks so much better. Thank you, Mystic. And then you're just trying to embarrass me with the way to read this, right? Monstera said, the pink is what made me want it. Well, thank you. Much brighter is beautiful. Thank you, Martha. A few differences though from this is one of the first prototypes to the final one. So on the final one, my cap is a normal, kind of more of a normal cap. So it's rounded, so it reaches from the body or from the cap to the body. On the original one, I'm a big fan of like that Italian step down. It's gonna be so hard to show this, but it has a slight step down from the cap right here. So you'll see it just barely, so it gets really flush with the body. I love that feature, but to incorporate that, it wouldn't let me post how I wanted. And it's really big for me to accomplish the posting that I was trying to do. So I kind of gave up on the step down cap. I think this looks really good, but again, the focus, or at least what I wanted was to make mine separate, stand apart, was to have that posting. So I had to give that up. It's all right. I'm not sad at all. But it's funny to see it now because like I don't even think about it. I think it doesn't even look like it needs that. And then one of the other changes on here, this is actually not glued. This is pieces. This is not glued together. Let's see here. Right here. And this is so hard to show. I'm gonna grab here. Let me do it like this. Hold on one second. I gotta pick these pieces up. So this is in pieces. Again, it's not glued. So the band part right here, and this is what is so difficult for hearing, is on this right here. I'm going to take this off. Again, it's not glued. These metal bands, that resin piece you see in between, I hope this is clear. He has to actually make a band of resin to put it in between. It's not just cuts and you wrap the metal around for the bands. It's actually another band he makes out of resin. So that's actually like adds way more I guess room for error to really do, but it makes it a lot harder to do that. And then actually this is fun. This is the old grip. This is one of the first grips we tried out. I actually didn't like this one. I thought I would just from looks, but no. So here's how this grip looks, and here's how the official one looks. So a big thing, let me try to even them out. Lengthwise, they're pretty much identical. It was important for me to really get good length. But the thing I'm noticing, or I noticed, is the flare out right here. It's more subtle. So this kind of pinches and then goes out, whereas this just gradually tapers and then flares fully. With that difference, to me, it felt so much better. I really, really love this grip that we went with. This first one, though I didn't mind it and I actually appreciate how it looks, it really was this one just beat it out. After testing, I couldn't tell you how many times I wrote with this and held it to really get the feel. This is so much better. So that's a fun little difference too from the original. Let me put this. Let's see here. Wonder if you, what did you say? Sorry, I wish you happiness said, wonder if you would try to make ink next. So I actually wanted to do an ink for this. And I tried to actually, we contacted Wearing Goal and I tried to do a special version of that ink. It just didn't pan out. To do it, you needed to do a ton of them. So pen wise, we did 65. I believe that's posted somewhere. But to do an ink, they're I'm gonna call it MOQ, so the minimum you have to do an ink. It was something like 300. So it was just such a high quantity that it would outnumber the pen. And it's not my money. So I'm always like apprehensive to be like, let's do it. So it was their money. So because of that, we didn't do an ink. But assuming this one goes well, which I'm hoping does, we plan on doing some inks in the future, especially for the other collaborations or the other pens. It looks like also, just for the record, it is 11:59. The pen should go live in 1 minute. I'm anxiously refreshing the website right now. I'm not seeing it yet. I wonder if I can screen share. Can I share my screen with you guys? Let's see here. Pop out dashboard, channel settings, share screen. Will this do it? Open. You have to approve that you want to share the screen. Okay, maybe I should have done that before. It's probably too much. Hold on, let me see if I can get it for you guys. It'd be cool to do. Let's see here. Select tab. So it's not going to let me share it unless I approve it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Approve. Put in my password. I'd have to, it says I have to close Chrome, so I guess I'll have to do it later. I can't share my screen, unfortunately. Dang, I would have really liked to do that. Let me get, oh, it's 12. Hold on. The pen is live. These pictures they got here, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. The pictures they got for this are so good. I am not a photographer at all, and I don't know if people can tell from my thumbnails. They aren't nearly as good. It's so cool to see this listing here. Yeah, I just posted the link. It's in the chat. Again, if anyone here wants to purchase it, use my discount code. It benefits me, but you also get it cheaper. If you want to get it cheaper, I understand completely. But look at these pictures. I really just anyone on the site right now or that follows that link, this picture right here, they even got like the Cheshire cat plush. It's just awesome. It's so good looking. I'm really, really happy with that. And then I have, they sell them on their website. Let me show you this. I don't even know if they have them in stock. Let me look. Yeah, they do. So when this is so like full circle for me. When I first started my channel, if you go back to like literally some of my first videos, I used to do ink swatches all the time. This link right here, they have these, wearing gold cards that were the Cheshire cat. It's so funny. I'm talking the beginning of my channel. I would do when I drew with did my writing sample, I would have one of these with my ink. Actually, let me grab. I might still have them. Here, hold on, hold on. So when I first did this, my first channel thing, right here, I did these. And like it's so funny to see it now because I didn't even plan on doing like a Cheshire cat thing back then. But I have all of these from when I first started my channel. They're all different inks. I used to be very organized and put these in order. So like the blues and the greens. Now I'm so much more unorganized. But yeah, I used to do it with these, and it was like it's just funny that it kind of came, full circle that I did something like this. So yeah, it's really cool. It won't let you get it. Is it not loading, or what's the issue? I'm seeing it on my site. I'm on their page. I'm on Hatch, and then it's the first listing. So for the record, I can actually look up what the price is too. So if you don't get the ink, let me see what you can get the pen for with my code, because I am curious how much it ends up being. Let's see here. Got to sign into my account. Confirm it's you, of course. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm signing into my account. Let's see here. I wish this would load faster. I'm like waiting for a code to send. There it is. 00. Probably shouldn't read that out loud so you guys don't get my information. Okay, I am signed in, and then with my code, let's see here. With my code and the discount, if you don't get the ink, for me, it's showing $444.60. So it takes like a pretty huge amount off. Mine's a more premium cost than the normal retail. It's $520. That's because of the material. So his stacked resin generally costs more, but we also did the thicker version. Oh, you know what? Do I have? No, I don't have it. I had his normal stacked resin is just for the, I don't know if you guys saw my hat. Oh God, there's a bunch of comments I missed. Uh, Price, cool, done. It is in 400. Congrats. 497, 494 with discount. Mine was showing cheap. Oh, maybe tax. The code's loaded automatically. That's awesome to hear. Did it? I don't think it sold out. Surely not. Someone said they thought it sold out. Let me check. I don't think that's the. I don't see it. Uh, I don't know. Here I can message Endless and see. Let me shoot them a text, or not a text, DM. Let me do this. Yeah, I don't. Why is it not showing? Give me 1 second. I messaged him, so I mean, I guess he'll get back to me. But here, I'll just let that. It'll probably just be a second. But what was I saying? What was I going to tell you? It made me go through about 3 verification pages, and I put in my CC. It says out of stock. I had it in my cart. When I clicked, it says sold out, moved. It disappeared from my cart too. Let me see if they said anything. Nothing yet. I just sent him another message. We'll see. What was I telling? Oh, so the normal stacked resin on the Magna Carta pens is one. I don't know if you saw my hatch video. I had a video go live on the Endless Pens channel today that talks about this. But the normal stripes right here is 1 millimeter. I don't know that it really sold out. I would think that's crazy too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not acting like that's not insane. I have to assume it's an error. There's like it's very unlikely. But what I was saying is the stripes is normally 1 millimeter on these individual sections here. And I asked Kieran to see how big we could make it. So he actually did a few tests to see how wide we could make the stripes. That would keep it from basically being, oh, hold on. They messaged me back. They said it should be live. There was a glitch. Yes, it is still live. Okay. I was like, there's no way. It is still live, so you can I have the link in the chat that you oh, hold on. My thing is here we go. I have the link still in the chat. I guess I should have pinned it. That probably would have made it easier for everybody. Oh, does it go to an error? Let me try to. No, I have it pulled up. At least it's still pulled up. Yeah, it's still pulled up. So I can drop it for you guys again. Anyone that wants it. It's right there. That doesn't automatically put my code. Only the one in the description will. But thank you. Anyways, so the stripes. I keep getting sidetracked. So the stripes on here are 1 millimeter. Or sorry. Standard stripes are 1 millimeter. On my pen, it's 1.7 millimeter. I made it as big as we could. So he did a bunch of tests, and he ended up maybe ruining some resin because it wouldn't hold. So he'd stack it, do this, turn the pen, and then it just was kind of faulty. So we really found out that 1.7 millimeter is the widest we can do. So in the description of the pen, where it says stacked resin, or I think it might say stacked resin, it says boldly stacked resin because this is the biggest he's done. So we got to push it to really just see what was possible and how much he could do. So that was really cool. I asked Endless because I am curious how many sold. So I'll get that response in a minute. If anyone got it or anyone wants it, it should be live. And again, you can use my code, save a little extra off the top. Another thing, if you guys want me to just keep telling you about the differences. So the standard, here, let me pull this off and show you. So the standard ring on the Magna Carta pen, I hope this isn't too blurry. It says Magna Carta, and then on the back, it's just blank. That is like his standard ring. He does this on almost all of his pens, a lot of his models in general, the 600, the 650, I think the 1000 and the 500. Congratulations. I see that you guys were able to, a few of you in the chat are saying it's working and you're able to get it. That's awesome. Thank you. I hope everyone that wants it gets it. That's like what's important to me. Honestly, that's super cool. I worked really hard on this. I'm trying not to get like too sentimental and choked up here. So the normal band is blank on the back for mine. And I actually asked Aaron in person. I was like, are you going to copy my band now? He's like, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it. On my band, so it's such a small difference, but instead of being blank, I wanted this to be full circle, pun intended. So it says Magna Carta on the front here, and then as it wraps around, I put this line in the center just to clear out the empty space. And then on the back here, it says EST 2014. That's the year that Magna Carta was founded and established. And to me, I like to kind of denote those brands' history. Like his is a much more recent company. 2014 is by no means old, but it's still iconic for him to be this year or that year and then be as established as he is. Most people know of Magna Carta. So I was like, let's do this. So he did it, and it's on this pen. It's on the MST in general. But what I asked him in person, I was like, are you going to use this on your other pens? He said, we'll talk about it. I don't know if that's a yes, but if he does, I'm going to be like, That would make me feel really good because he's obviously the creator of so many more pens and so many more projects in general. So it'd be really cool if he copied it, or not copied it, used it. I shouldn't say copied. We did it. I thought of it and then he did it. So it's a cool detail. It's a cool detail. One thing to tell everyone, and I said this, I believe, yesterday, and I think it's on the listing too, is anyone that buys this pen first, or I say first, that buy from this release, it's the first edition, which is a special version of the pen. The big difference is on the back of the cap here, and it's a little blurry, but it says first edition on there. I wanted something on here so that we could signify to everybody that bought it first that you got something special. Because I know he will restock this if it sells out, but I was like, let me do something special for the people that buy it, you know. So it says first edition right here on the back of the cap. It's a pretty cool little feature. I'm excited about that one. People saw it yesterday, but I don't mind grabbing it again. Here's the box. It's very big, but it's super cool. I designed this. I did the artwork over here. Huron didn't like it, not because it was bad, but because he was like, didn't want anyone messing with his logo. But I did the artwork for that. The back here has your information on the binding, and then the pages itself, or the binding around the side does look like pages. I worked with them to really get that to look right. And then obviously on the inside, you'll have your ink and then your pen. Mine's not in there because I have it here. So, I mean, there's a lot of comments, and I'm not trying to ignore anyone. Let's see here. Who's Martha? You all are going to love it. It's beautiful and has a lot of details, a lot of attention to detail. Will definitely be one of my favorite pens. Well, thank you, Martha. I mean, you know, look, anyone here, I'm just glad you guys came for this. It's cool to me. I've been doing this, you know, so, or I'm sorry, I'm like blanking on words. It's kind of not, first off, I don't really do live streams, and that's kind of uncommon to be around when people are actually like buying it. It gives you the affirmation. Like, I've worked really hard on this and I'm happy with what came out. Like, it's exactly, you know, it's everything I wanted. But and you never know until it goes to other people and they, you know, they get it and they decide. I guess technically the people that buy it are the ones that decide if it's good. I don't know. I'm wearing a hat because I'm like kind of nervous. I'll be honest. I'll just take my hat off. I'm just excited, you know. Thank you to everybody here that purchased the pen and got one. I just asked them, or sorry, he responded to me saying, obviously, I already told you guys the website glitched for a minute, but it's back. He said they sold 23 of them in, what's the time? 12 minutes. That's crazy. So there, I want to say there's 54 left after we took some to DC. That was kind of unplanned. I just was like, you know, I'm going. I asked here and I was like, can I be at your table? Like, you have to pay, for people that don't know. You have to pay to have a table at DC, and I didn't pay anything, so I didn't want to like impose and be like, let me be at your table. But I think he wants to sell it too. You know, obviously it's his branding and his name on it, so he wants to show it off. So he let me, and we sold, I don't know, 11, no, 10. It'd have to be 10. Yeah, it's 10 because I got one and then we sold 10. So we ended up, I started with 65 of them and now we're down to 54. And then he told me 23 sold. I mean, that's almost half. That's pretty freaking crazy. I see Monstera said, you have every reason to be proud. Culmination of a dream. Well, thank you again. We're talking 4 months of work. Oh, I got another message. Emily, I was on there the second it was released and snagged. Can't wait. It is just gorgeous and perfectly unique. Thank you for creating this. I stop that. I don't need to be emotional, but thank you so much, Emily. And I hope you're extremely happy with your pen and it's everything you want. I'm curious, not potato, I'm so sorry. Pot and pens. This is my first fine nib, fine and flex. I'm happy for us. Yeah, it's a very unique flex nib. Obviously you said you haven't used flex before. You can buy like kind of like Yovo flex nibs and stuff, but they are very different. I don't think I have an example near me. They usually are a normal nib, but they'll have cutouts on the side so it allows the metal to flex. On Huron's gold nib, he makes them in-house, so they're different than any other gold nib. The only way to, or sorry, any other flex nib. So the only way to get them is actually from Magna Carta. To best way to explain it is there's not a ton of like snapback because it's not steel. So it really is just super flexible. So the first time I used it, because I had to obviously try it and learn it myself. Being left-handed, flex generally is a little bit harder if people aren't already familiar with that. When you're left-handed, I don't know if this will properly show for you, but if you're right-handed, you're writing and pulling down to the right. If you're left-handed, you're writing and pushing up to the right. So generally, flex obviously isn't in love with going up. You're supposed to apply pressure going down. So it took me a little practicing, but I can do it now just fine. And it's pretty crazy. It goes from like an EF probably to, I'd almost say a double broad. I mean, it can flex more than any other flex pen or nib out there. I mean, that's what he's known for. True. It's not just also, it's not just me saying that. They're pretty much Magna Carta themselves are known for this nib. Like that's what people go to them for. When I asked Kieran about the nib, and I was like, what nibs are you known for? What should I look at? He was like, just do fine flex. He's like, it's what everybody wants. It's the nib. It's the talk of the town, if you will. Sorry, I have dog hair all over me. My dogs are just kind of crazy. What else? Martha, I'm extremely proud of you, and you worked hard to reach this point. Well, thank you. It's I don't remember the expression, but it's if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right? So I can agree that's kind of how it feels. Hi, Michelle. Glad you could be here with everybody else. I hope anyone that wanted the pen, I mean, it's still in stock, I think. I hope, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I hope's not the right word, but anyone that's here, that wanted it, I've been letting people know. Obviously, discount codes behind me. You could save money. Endless did an additional discount, but either way, I think I'm all more than welcome to just chat with anyone here as well. I think it's a safe space, if you will, and an exciting one. One thing I'd love to show you guys. Let me get it. Give me 1 second. I got a few things in the way. Oh, you know what I am curious about? For the people that bought the pen, did you buy it with ink or without? The reason I ask is Endless wanted to just release it as a set, like outright. Sorry, I was trying to see what people were saying to me. Endless wanted to just release it as a set. For me, I asked to do it without, not because I don't think the ink goes with it or anything. It's literally in the name. It's the perfect ink for it. But I wanted them to do a version without because I want to make it as accessible as possible. I know ink was going to raise the price, obviously. So they actually worked with me to get the absolute best price they could do. So they made it cheaper. It's $10 cheaper, but then they also gave you the option to just add ink for $10. That ink normally retails for, I think it's like $22 or something around there. So even if you want the ink, you can get it relatively cheaper. Obviously for mine, I went with the ink. If you haven't seen the videos, it's to me, it just matches it. And I actually have the ink bottle right here. This label, Wearing Gold, it's too good. Come on now. This label is just, it's gas, if you will. I really, really, really like the label. But I am curious, if you bought it with or without. I'm putting my hat back on because I'm feeling some kind of way. But I am curious if you guys got it with or without. I see a few comments. So pot and pens without, like I said, that was the intent. I wanted people to have the option. Aliza, I hope, is it Elisa? Aliza, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Great, we'll try now to order. Looking forward to it. If you get it, let me know. Monstera with, thank you. That's super, super cool. Emily, I jacked that up trying to grab and order so fast, but I did email asking if there's any way to still add on. If not, I'm just thrilled to get the pen. Oh, so you got it without on accident and then wanted it with. Yeah, again, look, maybe that's my fault. It's not necessarily your fault. Really, I don't know. Actually, I'm almost positive, but I'll just say I don't know in case I'm wrong. I don't know that any set has ever offered a version without the ink. I just you see it all the time. There's been a lot of pens that come out that I personally love, but the set's so much that I'm like, yeah, I just can't buy it because I don't want to include everything. So I really, really wanted to just have a version that was an option without. So it's good to see that some people wanted it. Obviously, you had an issue with it. That's my fault, probably not yours. It's really not common. Pot and pens. I've seen some ink explorations, and most times people are mostly impressed with the label and not the ink. That's fair. It happens pretty often. I mean, there's a lot of inks that I recently I did a interview with Alexandra. Forgive me for not remembering her last name. She does the 20 questions on YouTube. She's very popular for that if you have seen her. But code, yeah, it's Wasted Paper, capital W, capital P. Sorry, the handwriting's awful. I rushed to get that up. But anyways, I did an interview with her and I talked about inks. And there's an ink that everybody praises. And I'm going to save it for that video so you guys can see it. But there's an ink everybody praises and it's just not for me. So I talk about it in that video. So I totally understand what you're saying when people will love how it looks, but then the ink's just not for them. I get that. Martha, you bought it with the ink. Really, really awesome. Sky Blue 314 said, phew, finally got confirmation of my order. Got it. You guys, sorry. I'm going to get emotional. So I got to like breathe. Got it with ink. That's awesome. Sold. I know it had an issue. I don't think it sold out. They said it didn't, but they sold a lot. They said that text that I got said 23, that's over half the stock, which is amazing. Michelle, yeah, I already answered. The code's wasted paper, capital W, capital P, one word. Pot and pens. I have so much ink. I'm sure I can find one that goes with it. Yeah, I really wanted an option for people exactly what you're saying, right? Some people already have ink. Some people already have that ink. So I just wanted an option without. I think, and this is a little plug, Endless doesn't have this ink, but if you want my recommendation, and look, I don't use shimmer inks ever. I used it for this just for the sake of it because I wanted to see in a flex nib and it worked fine in mine. But if you want a recommendation for another ink besides the Cheshire Cat ink, I actually have it over here. It's by Ferris Wheel Press. It is called, hold on. It is called Sugar and Spite. It is a shimmer ink, again, like I said, but I'll tell you flat out, it's great. I use it in there also. I really, really don't use shimmer inks regularly. I probably own 3, but that is one of my favorite ones. And it looks really good in this. It fits right between the 2 colors of the pink and then your blurple. I don't know the exact color. I don't want to say purple. And then some people say blue, vice versa. But it fits perfectly in there. It is shimmer though. So keep that in mind. It's kind of hell to clean out. So maybe that's not, for everyone, but it's another ink I would recommend. I used it and it's good. But Cheshire comes with it if you want it to, and that works fine too. And obviously it matches. It's a great one. Are you still going to get the box if you only order the pen? Yes. I made sure that was part of it. The box is to me, I don't want to say it makes the set. It doesn't. But I worked on this maybe not just as much as the pen, but I made it for this. It has to come with it. So I definitely told Endless, like, it's really important to me that this is part of it. So the only thing that's different between the 2 versions is just the ink. And then the only thing that's different if they restock this pen, like say it sells out and they want to restock it, again, is going to be the engraving on the back of the cap. So it says first edition, similar to how a book would. And because I just wanted something special and I didn't want to number it so we couldn't restock it, but I wanted something special for everybody that got it first. And, it's a special thing. Some people like to brag about it. Truthfully, I know I do. I'll be honest. I'm like, yeah, I got the first set. Or like when you look at a number on a pen, how they have them numbered normally. Some pens I have like one of the later numbers, but then I have a pen that's a Leonardo that's like number 3 out of, I think, 40. It feels special to have, those kind of numbers and engravings. The box is awesome. Thank you. I intended on that, of course, but again, it's the same as anything else. I don't know how good it is until it comes out. I will admit, I will brag about this. I'm just so happy with how the logo turned out. I worked on that so much, and Kieran really, really did not want me to do it or didn't want to use it, but just talking with him and he let me do it. And I'm really happy with how that logo looked. Something cool, I guess you can't totally tell in pictures. The box itself, the red is like a matte feel. I wanted to keep it matte because the normal normal book ends are similar to that, but the gold is obviously super shiny. It's a bright, shiny foil. So there is some contrast on there too. So you can see it when you see it in person. Same for this, the pages, the gold is that foiled stuff. And then the white or like ivory kind of page color is more of a matte feel. It's very flat in color to give you that contrast to really look, nice and shiny. I just think it's so cool. Like, I'm really trying not to brag here because I don't want to do that. But it's like, if I got a pen in this big, book, like, how often does that happen? To me, I was just like, I would like the experience myself. And when I got that first box in and got to do it myself, I was like, oh, this is cool. First edition, me please, and thank you. Got to jump off and get back to work. Congrats on this, and I hope that whatever is next brings you tons of joy. Well, thank you. I glad you could be here for the launch. That's so awesome. Uh, I don't have words. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I didn't mention. Where is? I don't know if I know where my box is. I didn't even mention this. Let me see if I can grab it over here. Give me 1 second. Is this it? Yes. So in every box, Emily, you're allowed to brag and should. Well, thank you. I try not to, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In the box, so this is his normal box that comes inside of the sleeve. It comes with a warranty card. It's a 5-year warranty card. But what I did for all of the cards, just ordered mine. So excited from Cat Dale. That's awesome. And your name is so fitting. I'm surprised you didn't get more of a discount just on your name alone. Um, Thank you from Poetry Junkies. Congrats. Uh, every card. So I dip tested every one of these pens. Lamy does it. So there's a full video on Endless's channel about it. But Lamy does it, so I wanted to do it too. But the card that comes inside of it, I hand signed every one of these. Let me show you this. Someone said, do you know if this will ship in a bigger mailing box? My mailman is a moron who crams everything in the box, and I'm afraid the packaging might get damaged. I mean, it ships in a it doesn't ship like this will ship inside of something. It's not just like this with a label. I don't think you're asking that, but it's a bigger box. I don't have mine still here. I got rid of it after I got mine, but it's in a bigger box, and this is actually wrapped. So this is actually in a clear sleeve around this, and then I believe it's wrapped also. It's been a minute since I opened it, but yeah, I mean it's pretty protected. The card, so here's the warranty card again. So the one that it comes with, it said, I filled these out. Sorry, it's not the best handwriting ever, but it'll say model MST, which is the model that I made. It'll say for serial number, it says first edition, because again, that's the engraving we did for the first edition. And then I signed all of them. There's my signature. My card's a little dirty a little bit, but there's my signature. So they're all signed. How many are in the first release? Are they numbered? They are not numbered because they wanted the option to restock it, but they say first edition on the back of the cap. It's going to be a little hard to see, but back here it's engraved first edition. And there is 65 in the first release. It's kind of a spoiler, one of the little Easter eggs I hid in here. I can tell you why there's 65, but do you guys want that spoiled? Let me get a yes in the chat, I guess, if you want it spoiled. Let me put this back too. I guess I should put it in my box. I see one yes. Let me get at least one more. I got to have some more people saying yes, or else I don't want to spoil it for people. I got a heck yes. That's even better. That's like 3. Another one. So, all right. So the number, or sorry, there's 65 pens. And the reason we launched with 65 is originally the idea was 50. Just I think that I don't know if that's the MOQ. Oh, there's called Alice in Wonderland. It's called Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. But that original book was published in 1865. So we launched, it was my choice. So I asked for it. Can we launch with 65? So we can have, I try to hide the Easter eggs. There's about 5 in this, and that's one of them. So you know that spoiler. I've been wanting to try Magna Carta so long, so spoilers are great. So, well, yeah, there's a spoiler. I explain a lot of them. I mean, I don't mind sharing them, but I again don't want to ruin the experience. I think it's fun for some people to find out. I also see from Vicky, what does MST stand for? So the answer to that, uh, that's cool. Just gets better and better. So in my blog, I explain what MST. I relatively explain what it stands for. There's some hidden stuff in there, but there's 2 things. So there's one that's the actual meaning. MST is an acronym, and then there's one that is the special meaning that I am not revealing to people. Not even the owner of Endless Pens or Magna Carta knows what that's for. I left that as like a spoiler, so that only I know. So if someone ever figures that out, I said in my blog, I'll do something special for them. I don't know what, but they'll get something special. I don't think anyone will figure that one out. But the actual acronym, do you guys? I'll spoil it if you want, but it's fun for some people to have the experience of trying to guess and figure it out. Would you like it spoiled? I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna need to see a few yeses because I don't want to ruin that experience for some people. Or you're welcome to guess. I don't mind. You can guess in the chat what it stands for. Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, let me know. Oh, let's see that. Been one. Oh, that's so cool. Just gets better and better. I'm glad they didn't sell out at the pen show. Yeah, at the pen show, just for the record, Michelle, I only brought a small amount. I wanted to do. I wasn't planning on launching it there, and I didn't have a table, so I just wanted to do a very limited release. Spoilers, please. I see that. I wish you happiness. Said my salvation team. It's not that. So close though. I can't believe how close you are. But it's not that. My excited self um, says yes, and then I like spoilers. Yes, please. Okay, so I will tell you what MST stands for, but I'm not going to tell you what the hidden one is. That's for people to find out on their own. I'm not spoiling that, no matter what. Um, so this pen right here is a much different pen than mine. I mean, Jesus, these are day and night. When they're actually in hand, they're very different. But Huron has a line, and this is also a number 8 nib, just for the record. This is a huge steel nib with a much different grip as well. But anyways, so what I saw in a lot of his models, they start with MAG, so MAG, and then a number scheme, so like 600, right? So 6, from my assumption prior to talking to him, was that stands for the nib size. So like the M600 has a number 6, the M800 or 1000 has a number 10, M500 has a number 5. So originally the name I had come up with was Mag 600 ST. Just to give you a little bit of a hint there. I also am seeing my secret treat. I like spoilers, but also surprises. I'm excited I was able to get the set. Just got mine. That's awesome to hear. Desert 598. I'm so glad for you. I hope you used my discount and got it cheaper, or someone's discount. Any affiliates will work. I just hope you got it as cheap as you can get it. What am I saying to you? So originally I was going to call it the Mag 600 ST. Um, but then I realized, like, why am I following his number scheme? If I can do whatever I want, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Like, I want this to be mine. I want it to be different. So I completely dropped the AG 600. That's what the M stands for. It's still MAG, effectively, or Magna Carta, was what that's originally short for. But I cut all that other stuff out. I'm like, I don't need this really big word. It looks kind of not his normal ones, but mine. It felt clunky. So I cut all that, and it was just M for Magna Carta. The S stands for, any guesses before I say it? My pen is different than all of their other ones. What could the S stand for? I can tell you, it's fine. Well, I assume the comments load a little slow, just FYI. When I get them, they come a little bit later. I wonder if Endless will sell the little Cheshire plushie, right? We need to force them to. You know what you should do? And everybody here should do. There's 20 people. Go to their Instagram and go comment. Say, where's our plush? Sell the plush. Give us the plush. Just do it. What are they going to do? Maybe they'll get annoyed, but it's kind of funny. The S. So the S in MST, it stands for slim, because my pen's smaller. So I really liked that it was, you could say slim, slender, what have you. Ban me again, take it back. Do not let that happen. Just kidding. I don't. What are they gonna do? I already made the pen. Ban me. Maybe go say that. Give us the plush or ban Neil. Give them 2 options, and they can pick the better of the 2. The S stands for slim. So because my model is so much smaller than any other ones, I wish I had his other models here. I don't have it on it. Thank you, Michelle. Can't wait to see that comment, and can't wait to get my email about my ban and potential eviction. A for special. Um, so the S is for slim, though. Smaller model, so I wanted to retain a smaller shape. You could say slender, I guess. You could say slim. There's short. I mean, there's many S words. Generally, I was thinking slim. I wanted a model that was slender than every other model he has. And if you see his actual models side by side, you'll really see it. It's super noticeable when you have all of them side by side. And then the last letter is T, which that stands for traditions. The reason it stands for traditions is he actually has a pen model called the Traditions that he made one colorway of. He only made the pen once. It's a number 8 nib. It's a much bigger pen than mine. But I saw that model and I was like, there's a lot that I would change. but I could see the potential. So I really use that a lot for the basis to make mine. So you're looking at Mag Slim Traditions, or Magna Carta Slim Traditions is what the MST stands for. Uh, I don't know that they're going to post it anywhere. I'm certainly not going to post it anywhere, but everyone here knows it now. I will do, or but the secret meaning for that one, no one's gonna guess it. I mean, they might, I guess, but I highly doubt it. If they do, they'll get something surely, but I don't see anyone guessing that. It's pretty out there, and it's pretty hard to find the reference. Let me see. I'm gonna message and just see how many we are up to, or how many we have left. I mean, the fact that 23 sold is pretty crazy, to be honest with you. That is an expensive pen, but I'm excited to see the reception. And I'm excited for everyone here that gets to actually get their pen in person, obviously. I think that I'm really hoping that the experience is just there. There's something special about opening up. It's the same thing as opening a gift, opening the book itself and checking it out and seeing what you think and everything like that. It's really just an awesome experience. And I'm kind of hoping that it's more than just your standard, pen experience. What time is it? So we're at 12:36. I'll stream about 15 more minutes. I'm not gonna go super late. There's my dog again. I'm not gonna go super late. I just wanted to be here for the launch. I just thought it would be really cool to experience this with people. And I can't praise the pictures enough. The pictures they got, I'm looking at them right now on my screen. You can't see it, but the pictures they got just look fantastic. They look so good. I love that. I was thinking of what else. If anyone has any questions, sorry, just got a message of my baby. Sorry, my wife's out with the kids. Let's see here. I begged for a plushie. I'm gonna have to go look at your comment actually. Give me 1 second, because that's actually hilarious. I hope you begged or told them to ban me though. It's really got to be both. If you did just beg, you need to go back and double down. Let's see here. Which post was it on? That's the question. Let's see here. Send the plushie. Yeah, you didn't tell them to ban me. You guys only asked for plushies. How selfish. So that's funny. Oh, I got some more comments. Sorry, let me get to this. Magna Carta Sport Technologies TM for how quick it's gonna go. That's insane. It's actually like so close. Obviously, I explained it now, but you can see how similar that is to what I was saying. Congrats, by the way. This is awesome. Thank you, Michelle, AL. They need to supply plushies and the Magna Cat logo on a sticker. I was saying that low key, not the sticker idea, but I was saying like Magna Cata, and I was like, that sounds kind of dumb. And saying it in a video, I don't want people to see. Like, obviously, I said it now, but I don't. I just was like, I don't know that anyone's gonna jump on it, but maybe just Magna Cat would have been way better to shorten that. I commented on both photos with the plushie, and it's on the post with the plushie in it. I see all these people saying that. Let me go look. I see you guys asking for the plushie, but I don't see you telling them to ban me or give you the plushie. You got to ask for both. I told you. Let's see here. So will the plushie be packaged with the set? I see that. Beautiful from Isa. Some of these people, I wish because they commented just a few minutes ago. I wish they were here. We could talk to them too. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up the comments on the other post. Also, for the record, for anyone, and I'm going to assume many people saw it, but the short video that is like the teaser trailer for this with like, I made that with like the music and stuff. It's kind of mysterious sounding, if you will. I don't know if that's the right word, maybe curious. I don't know. But that video is doing insane. The amount of response, or not response, reception to that. It's the one that I collaborated on with them. It's a collaborative post. So you'll see it on my page and theirs, but it's got like 10K views, and nothing I've done performs like that. It's very, very crazy. And then I think, let me check. Yeah, and then likes 476. That's like astounding. Like, what the heck? So that was really exciting to see that kind of reception. There's a lot of comments. 1 second. Update. I got a crazy fast response. Was able to fix my order, so I got the ink too. Can't believe they responded that fast. That is very. Hold on. Why? I saw that, but then I saw the ban me in here. You don't need to tell me to ban me. What is that gonna do? So let's get him. But as far as them fixing that, I'm really glad they got that. So yours was that you wanted the ink, rushed through, didn't get the ink. Now you get the ink. So I mean, it looks obviously. I'm gonna just pull this up again and show you. I mean, when you open the box, I hope nothing falls, and you see it in there. It really looks. I mean, it looks good. This doesn't look bad. Looks fine. Still good. Technically, you can put whatever ink you want in there, I guess, as long as it's a wearing gold bottle. It should fit just fine. And then yeah, PB Bosworth telling Endless to ban me. Maybe go tell them, not me. What am I gonna do? You think hold on, I'll go message them. You should ban me. Let me go put it on the picture. I'll be on your side. 1 second. Oh, they did 3 posts for this. Here, ban me again. I put it. Can I share this post to you guys? Let's do this. Copy link right here. There you go. On that post, I told them to ban me again. So if you want to encourage that, feel more than more than welcome to. I told them to ban you on a reply. I'll go check that. And then Endless Pen is actually one of my favorite companies. They have one of the best customer service teams. They've been really good to me. I've only ever had in the years, I've probably bought from Endless Pens for probably 3 years, maybe 2.5 years. I've only ever had one pen I had to do a return or exchange, if you will, on, and that was it. And I mean, they did it. So in my limited experience with customer service and them, it was completely fine. Uh, just scooped mine up. Very excited. The new model looks really nice. Thank you, JD. I don't know if you just tuned in, but we've been here talking about it. Really glad that you were able to get one. Did you get it? I was asking people, did you get it with the ink or without? The option to do it without was my suggestion. It's not very common, but I really wanted people to have the option to do that. So I was curious. In 1 second. Just tuned in. I got it with ink. I hadn't picked the one up yet. Awesome. See, and I was said it earlier, and I'm kind of a broken record on this, but I wanted people to have the option for 2 reasons. One, I want the price point to be as affordable as possible. So if you can get it a little cheaper, I think, and you want it cheaper, obviously you should. And then two, the ink has been out. I didn't want to make it so people couldn't get, or people that already had the ink were forced to buy it again. You really don't ever see this with sets. Generally, every set that's ever released, and if I'm wrong, I encourage anyone to tell me in the comments. I will bite my own tongue. But generally, every set that's ever released is always only that set. You don't have an option to make it cheaper. And sometimes, like, cool pens will come out. There's many that I actually really like, but you get stuck with the stuff they come with. Sometimes you don't want the stuff. With me, obviously, I feel like it completes my set, but I also think if you already have the ink, maybe you can just get it without. JD. Oh yeah, 100%. I have a few too. Too many bottles that came bundled. So while I didn't make use of it, I really do appreciate the option. Yeah. I'm curious, and this is a question to anyone in the chat actually. Besides the Cheshire Cat ink, which is definitively, without dispute, the one you should pair it with, what's the other inks people are looking at pairing it with? I told you my substitute or my secondary one, but I'm curious, what other inks are people looking at pairing it with as well? Also, I'm going to really quick check on that post to see if other people are saying to ban me. If not, you guys are letting me down. They need to know. Give me 1 second. Ban Neil. Oh, I see it twice from the same person, from Lay Desert Rose. I don't know if I should read that in another accent or something, because lay generally means something else, but I'm glad you're here to let them know. We need this plushie. Ban Neil. Here we go. MH7 Photography. Ban Wasted Paper. We need this plushie. It's off to a great start. I'm hoping we can convince them of one of the two things, preferably the better of the two, but I'll leave that up to them. Let's see here. I got the set with the ink. I'm really glad. That's awesome. Again, whatever one suits you best. I'm just glad we could do an option, even if people don't choose the other option. Truthfully, I really wanted to do it. Again, I've had pens that I've wanted that are collaborations or a set that comes with pen cases or a pen sleeve, and they're adding, usually it's quite a bit. Like I've seen some that are $350 for a pen that by itself probably is 175, 185. So I really didn't want to like constrict or tighten people too much. I got mentioned in a comment. It says to ban me. It's good. People are really contributing. I'm glad that we're all here for that. Um, my same question still stands though. What other inks are you guys looking at potentially pairing with this, if not the Cheshire? Most people are probably doing the Cheshire, obviously. But let's just say, even if you are, what's your secondary one? What else are you looking at pairing it with? I'm getting some tags on IG as well. Give me one moment so I can share these. Which post are we posting on? I've been to 3 so far, not the right one. I got you right here. Let me show you. Let me get you. It's this one right here. Copy link right here. That one right there. That's the ban me post. Unintentionally, the ban me post, but I'm glad we're here for it. Give me one moment. View request, accept. Okay. Thank you. I should have scrolled up. It's all good. How often do you find a post that's talking about banning me? And I hope the answer is not very often. So I am not bothered that you did not see that. Let's see here. I wonder how many bans we have to get or requests we have to get. Oh, it does tell you, just for the record on here, that there was 65. I don't know how many we are down to now. Let me see if they ever got back to me. Give me one moment. Momento. Give me just a second here. We are down to 24 left. So we are looking at just 24 left. I mean, honestly, that's pretty freaking awesome. I had no idea how it would do. Obviously, like I said, I can put all the work I want into something, but until it comes out, who's to say? So I'm just glad that the reception's been so good. Let's see here. I wish you happiness said if I could get it, then Noodler's Purple Heart and Pilot Murasaki Shibuki. Oh my God. Are you just picking the hardest words for me to say? I hope I didn't butcher that too much. Noodler's Purple Heart. I've seen that ink. Seen that ink. I've heard of that ink, never tried it. The Pilot one, I have tried. I love all Uroshizuku inks. Like everyone does. Honestly, they're amazing. Out of curiosity, what's your favorite Uroshizuku ink? Mine's Konpeki, and some people will fight and tell me it's Yamabudo, but they are wrong. But I would love to hear your opinion. And then I got Desert down here saying Ferris wheel press sugar and spite. You already know. Like, you're kind of cheating a little bit because I said that, but you already know. It is a shimmer ink, so you have to bear in mind that you're probably going to have shimmer in your pen for the rest of your life, no matter what you do. But it does look really good in that pen. And then with a flex nib, shimmer inks just look kind of crazy. You can do so many cool things. Let's see here. I panicked yesterday when I read their email that said there was only 54 left after the pen show. I totally get it. It was a small release there, but I mean, we're not even an hour in. It went live at 12 and they said there was, what did I say a minute ago? 25, 24. So there's only 24 left after 48 minutes. I mean, that's pretty, it's not because of me. It's because of everybody else. It's pretty crazy. So that's pretty awesome. I wish you happiness says it was the charcoal, but now I don't know if it's called Rika or Rika, but I know the charcoal. Unless if you're referring to the Sumi looking ink, it's like a I don't medium gray. Rika, isn't that like the new? I think it's called Snow Crystal, or it translates to something to do. It's a blue one. Am I wrong? Am I way off? And then someone else said, "Why do these names are so hellish to say?" I'm gonna butcher it. Is it Ama Iro? It's got to be. If I'm good, thank God. If I'm wrong, then I just ignore it. But that's another one that I actually own that one. Very nice ink. Yes to both. So I was correct. Yeah, I haven't tried the Ryko one. It's a new one. It just came out maybe this year. Look, that's on the list. I try to try all of them. Out of the new ones, I know they had 3 colors drop. I tried the one that translates to warm lantern. I don't know the actual name of that one, but I did try that one, and it's very nice. I'm just glad I hopped on here because it's not 12 yet here. Oh yeah, I think I know I said 12 noon EST. The EST is for Eastern Standard Time. Just means it's 12 where I'm at. I was like making sure to post that so no one missed out. But I mean, again, we've now hit 1 hour, and I don't know if more have sold in that time, but to sell over half of the stock in an hour is just it's crazy. It's pretty awesome, especially for a pen that I mean, I'm telling you, like it's so new. It's not just the colorway. I didn't just do it to colorway. The model itself is different. I mean, everything is just different. I'm really hoping people like it when they get it in. A big thing, I mentioned this earlier or yesterday, but I'll do it again today with the pen. So I really focused on making a pen that one works great unposted. It's perfect length. There's no issue at all. But I wanted a Magna Carta that could post and not just post okay, not just post good, but it does it like it should. So I worked really hard with Huron to get this to post very deep and perfectly. I said this yesterday, but I don't mind explaining it again. The best kind of posting is when, for me, and I've noticed, is when the cap right here really fits in between that bridge of your thumb and your pointer finger. And this is what we worked on. This first model, this not model, this first like prototype right here doesn't do that. It doesn't go deep enough. I guess I could kind of show you it. It's not going to look exactly the same. We've changed a bit of the model, but when this post, it's going to be a little hard to show. It's just a little bit, hold on, this is like the worst angle. It's just a little bit farther back. See how this isn't really getting up to that bridge? So this one was like the first rendition or one of the first renditions, and it wasn't bad, but I was very set on what I wanted to do. And I wanted this to post deep and post properly and post good. Um, so are all 3 of the MC pens your design or just the pink one? So the model itself, I made the model. Hands down, every model, every colorway, I'm going to call them colorways to separate these. Every colorway that comes out is not mine. The model itself is mine. And then for the launch, we're launching with the color and special box and everything that I made. I actually have, give me 1 second. If I can reach this box. Is this it? Yes. So I actually have the other 2 colorways. These are not out yet. These won't be out for a little bit, and I don't mind showing them here. They'll do, I'm sure, a lot more content stuff as they get here. So there's 2 other colorways that are coming out in the future. I don't believe they have all of them yet, so they're not out. This one will come out next month. It will not be anything like mine. So it won't be the box, the book. This whole book theme thing is strictly just mine. The model itself I made, but again, the colorways are different. So this one will be the colorway. Huron, the owner of Magna Carta, picked this color. Everyone got it. Everyone involved in the project did a color. So I did mine, which is the special version. Huron, the owner of Magna Carta, did this one, and then Kev, the owner of Endless Pens, did this one. This one's very special. I don't want to spoil that one. That's for their anniversary, so that's much later in the year. I don't want to spoil much about that. Sorry to tease you guys too much there. But then the one with Huron right here, this one will come out September. So I don't know the exact date at all. I just know it'll be next month. For this one, it's a really nice resin. I mean, he killed it. The biggest difference you're going to see with anyone's colorway, though, versus mine is the special box, the set, pairing with the ink, the engraving, the first edition, and then my finial is different than everyone's. I don't know if you could tell in the video. Here, let me grab a normal. It's probably going to be too blurry. So a normal finial, let's see here, looks like the normal MC logo, just the Magna Carta logo, which is a very good looking logo. And then mine, if I can get this to focus, you can kind of see it's got my cat drawing from the front on there. So it's still the MC logo, but you're going to have your nose and whiskers. So it's got a special finial. Wow, Endless just sent the shipping confirmation for my Cheshire cat. This is so fast. I can't wait. Yeah, that's awesome. I think they've got a lot invested in this, surely, but obviously, like it's a big deal. This is their first model that's exclusive to them, so I think they're excited to kind of see the reception as well. I don't know if anyone here has YouTube channels. If you don't, that's fine. But any response, any reception, I welcome it. If you want to comment on Instagram, obviously I have an Instagram. I don't use it as much, but I would see your comments. Or if you want to comment on the YouTube channel video, do that. I'm going to have some content coming out to my channel soon. I haven't filmed anything. I'll be honest, DC happened, came back, I was busy with work, and I just have not been able to film. That's why I was like, I got to do a live stream. I got to do something for this release. But I'll have content coming for it. And again, just comment on there. There's videos on Endless already. I had a video that came out today. It's one that I filmed for them when this first was released, or sorry, when I first got the pen. And it's just me detailing the pen. It's a bunch of close-ups. It's better quality than just this live stream I threw together. But you can see close-ups of the pen. You can see all the details, and you hear me explain everything. I don't know if I say what MST stands for in there, so only the people here today got that kind of spoiler, if you will. But it's, yeah, the video's on there. There's a lot. There's a lot. If you like posting your pens, shout out in the comments, because I'm telling you, I really wanted this to do it. And none of his pens do, and I made sure that mine would do it, and it does it very, very well. For those curious, I guess, I don't think I actually mentioned this in the video. I asked Kieran, the threads in here. So this nib and feed are friction fit into a housing. So theoretically, don't pull this out. You could pull it out if you wanted to, if you needed to clean it or whatever. But you can unscrew the housing itself, and it's got Yovo threads, is what he told me. So you can actually use Yovo nibs in here too, which is very cool. I haven't messed with changing nibs or anything out, but it's very cool. Do these come in left hand? So I'm left-handed, and I can hold it like this. No, yeah. I mean, it's the default way, but it does work for left-handed people. I can prove it because I did it. But yeah, it works fine. The other thing is, I've actually personally looked at seeing if I can do any sort of custom grinds or anything. I haven't stepped into it. I considered it at DC, but I'm like, I got to spend more time with this first, use it more before I can make that decision. So, but, just again, I meant to say it as far as the shipping goes, again, yeah, I mean, that's a big shout out to Endless, how fast they're moving. It's awesome. They're beyond being invested. I really think everybody wants to see the feedback. I know I do more than anybody, because it's the first, not just collab technically, but the first design I've done when it comes to a model. I see your comment, Michelle. Yeah, I mean, it works left-handed. I promise. May take some practice. I'm curious, how do you write when you're left-handed? For us, you're either, there's people that are high writers, there's people that are low writers. That's not me. And then there's people that are very more side. For me, when I write, I'm very, very horizontal. So I write pretty much straight across the page. I don't do it in videos only because when you're filming, if I was to do that, I would be covering what I'm writing. So I generally write underneath in videos, but it's not how I normally write. So not that my handwriting improves either way, but that's how I do it. Thank you again. I see it's showing 18, 20 people roughly here, and people have gone in and out. We found different people. It's really awesome. Again, anyone that supported it, anyone that got it, I'm really glad, you were able to get one. So where do we leave our feedback? I'm so freaking excited. Well, ideally, a lot of the feedback I would hope is when you get it in person and you can check it out fully. But what I would say is you can leave your feedback. Give me 1 second. Well, I made a post. So I made a post, probably not on the one that we're asking them to ban me, because then they might feel some like they shouldn't, and I feel like I don't want to weigh their decision. They should ban me, but I have a post where I went live. Let's see here. I posted today that I went live, so maybe we can do that one if you want to. If not, I'll have a video. If you want to just wait, get it in hand, get it in hand, make a full decision from that. But I'll have a video up where you can talk about it. Oh, you know what? Just shout out here. Let me grab it really quick. That just made me think of something. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a link for everybody. Right here, once this loads. If people are into design, I know Endless sent an email about it, but right here, this is a blog where I detail much more in depth the process of designing this and making the decisions we made. I almost slipped. Making the decisions we made and stuff like that. But on this blog itself, you can actually leave comments on here if you want. It's only really about the design. It doesn't fully go into the Cheshire cat stuff. The video on YouTube, which I will grab that link for you guys as well, that goes a lot more in depth into the Cheshire cat design and theme. But the blog itself is about the model. So if some people may be curious, if you want to read about the model itself and see what goes into that, I wrote it for that purpose. I like that kind of stuff. Maybe not everybody, but I like that kind of stuff. Right here is the video. So the first link is going to be the blog. That will just detail the model, the process to make that, and the decisions I made along the way and why. And then the second link is the video on Endless Pen's channel that I made about the Cheshire cat itself. You get to see my bookshelf with some fun stuff I threw up there just for the video. But it's where I talk about the box, everything that comes with the pen. It has a lot of spoilers. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, it's up to you. I talk about everything in there that I kind of spoil about it, but yeah. All right, guys, we're at an hour from launch. I'm probably going to cut the live stream now. I have not eaten, but part of it's anxiety, or like just maybe not anxiety, but anxiousness. I'm just ready to see how it went and to see if it went well and everybody was able to, get one and talk about it. So I might do some more live streams in the future. I don't know. It's kind of fun having to have direct contact with people that have been here. Um, Michelle said, sweet. Yes. JD said, thanks, no. Congrats on the launch. Thank you. I got Monstera said, get a final count sold before sign off. Give me 1 second. I sent a message. We'll find out. I'm on their website too. Let me pull it up. I don't know if any of the listings will tell you, but I'm curious to pull it up. Let me ask you this. I know a lot of people said they bought it with the ink. For the ones that bought it with the ink, just out of curiosity, do you like having the option for no ink? Again, that was just something I thought of because I personally would like that. Even if I bought it with the ink, I like that there is the option. And especially since it's only $10 more to add the ink, I think that's a pretty good price point. But I'm curious for the people that bought it with the ink, do you like just seeing the option? I'm sure technically there's probably some annoyances that go to the website for them, but I don't have to deal with that, so it doesn't bother me. But I'm curious if you guys like seeing that that option. I have the response. They said down to 16. There's only 16 left. So I mean, in an hour, that's absolutely crazy. I I don't know what you would even say to that. It's crazy. That's awesome. I'm really glad that everybody, and I hope everyone here that wanted one has got it. And I really hope whether you use my discount code or any of the affiliates, I really think, if you can get a savings on it, you should get it. As it's a new model. It's completely different. I'm hoping that people love it, and I hope there's a lot of good feedback from it. That's like a lot of them to sell in an hour. So, thank you to everybody. I'm getting a lot of comments. Let me read these. Thank you. The live stream's been fun. Yeah. Thanks, Mystic, for coming in and checking it out. That's all I did was talk about stuff nonstop. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Martha, it's nice option to have, but I usually like buying the whole set. Yeah. Again, to me, I don't have to deal with the logistics side of it when it comes to the website, but they let me do it, so I'm just glad we could do it. 16, that's amazing, Neil. Thank you. Yeah, you can thank me. I mean, it's the videos, it's everything. It's not just me, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. I like the option. I don't know if I'll put a shimmer ink in this pen, but the bottle was too cute to pass up the set. So the Cheshire Cat, the normal ink, this is not a shimmer ink. This is I don't know what you call it. Just say normal ink. It's standard ink. It actually says standard on the front. This is a standard ink. This one is not shimmer. When we were talking about a different ink, Sugar and Spite, we were talking about that one. That's a shimmer ink. This one's not. I made sure. Again, this is a person that does not regularly use shimmer inks. I wanted to make sure that this is the perfect ink because of the name, but I also went with this because it isn't a shimmer ink. Sometimes it's kind of hell to clean out. Emily said the option is great in case you already have the ink. Yeah, thank you. I thank you for affirming what I thought. Like I'm not joking when I say that. I thought some people would be like, "Why is this way?" Because nobody does this. But I was just, let's do it. What's the harm for me? Nothing. What's the harm for the people that run the Endless Pens website? Probably a lot, but it's fine. They banned me before, not now. Mystic said I like the option. That's good. Michelle said you can stack codes. So I paid 453 total. Yeah, yeah. So the launch discount, that's up to them. I have no say in that, and they chose 5%, which is the fact they did it at all. They really don't have to. It's a brand new model, but they did the 5%, which is really cool, especially on a pen that's pricey like this. 5% is actually a big chunk of money, and then the additional 10%. Welcome to the world with Sean said, can't stick around. Just wanted to pop in and say congrats on the pen. It's a Sunner. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I'm about to end it anyways. You made it in right at the end. So it's really awesome. I hope if you wanted one, you got one. And if not, I hope you just enjoy the fact that it exists. There'll be some more colorways, not by me. Well, maybe not by me. I don't know. There'll be some more colorways in the future, some special things coming up for it. And I hope everybody that got it really enjoys it. Monstera, I think the option is nice, but I like collecting whole sets of things. Yeah, me too. Obviously, I got the one with the ink. I can't complain about it. By no means, I agree with you. But again, yeah, it's a nice option. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask them later, Endless, and see how many people bought with versus without. I would be curious to know, even if it was like two. I know at least one person here, but even if it was a low number, I'd still be curious to know. And then Monstera just said yay. So thank you guys all. Thank you guys, girls, everybody here. I will be ending this now. It's a little 6 minutes after. So we went for an hour, which I don't mind doing. And we sold a ton. Jesus, it was 16 left. So it did really well. I'm more than proud. I was kind of, honestly, I was hoping to see just beyond mine. I was hoping to see like just a like one sell. I mean, that's kind of, I'm confident in it, but you never know. You just don't know until you see it. So thank you to everybody here. Thank you to everyone that purchased it. I hope you love it. Please reach out to Endless if you have any questions. Tag me with feedback. I'm really, really wanting to see what people think, specifically on posting. Are you going to post it when you get it? Do you like it posted? Am I somewhat right about where the cap goes? I measured a few different pens I own to kind of get that distance proper. So I would love to hear everybody's feedback, and that's pretty much it for me. So thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'll have a video soon. I'm sure I have plenty of things to still talk about from DC. So I'll have some content coming soon. And again, thank you to everyone. Thank you to Enlist, of course, for doing this with me here at Magna Carta. Really awesome guy. Got to know him more in person at DC, and just everyone involved. What a crazy, crazy opportunity this was. So thank you to everyone. I can hear my dog drinking water, so I was going to bring her, but she's enjoying that. So thank you. I will see you and talk to you all hopefully more later. Bye.